Here's where we take a look at pages, and while it might seem a little overwhelming at first, don't worry, once you get used to it, it's actually not that bad. Alright, most of the time, you'll be logging in directly from the page you want to edit, and you'll in theory land directly on the page you want to edit. But sometimes, and I'm still not sure why, it plops you into the dashboard instead. And from there, you need to make your way to your page on your own by going to the Content tab and clicking on Pages, and then using the list of folders in the directory to get there. As a side note, you can also just click on the Content tab itself and it'll take you to Pages. Also, for certain tasks in OU Campus, you're taken here to the very top of the directory anyway, and you have to wend your way through all the files to get to the one you need, so now's a good time to learn how to do that. For this part, you'll need a basic understanding of folder hierarchy. If you're not sure what that is, check out the website's 101 video in this same OU Campus playlist. I talk about folder hierarchy around the 425 mark. Okay, the directory. There's a bunch to take in here, and trying to find that one file or folder that you need in this list can feel a bit daunting. But just think of it like you're trying to find a store at the mall. When you first walk into the mall, you see tons of stores and you might wonder, oh no, how am I going to find the one specific store I need? But then you find the mall directory and you know you need a certain shoe store, so you realize, okay, I don't need to worry about the food court or places that sell tuxedos or sporting goods stores. I just need to find the accessories section of this directory, and from there I'll find shoes, and from there I can find 9 West. Same thing here. You just figure out what store you need, which section or sections it might be under, and you wend your way down that way. And the easiest way to do that, I've found, is to open up a separate tab and go directly to the page you need on the website. Let's say I need to edit the calendar page for professional development and learning. So I'll go to the El Camino website, then I'll go to faculty and staff, then I'll click on Professional Development and Learning, and then I click on Calendar. Everything I need, all the sections as it were, are right up here for me in the address bar, listed in the exact order I need them. Very handy. So to go back to our example of the mall, instead of accessories, shoes, 9 West, I know I'll need to look for administration, Staffdev, calendar. And back in OU Campus, that's the order I'll go in. I go to Pages, and I look for the administration folder, and I click on that, and then I look for the Staffdev folder, and click on that, and then I can find the calendar page that I need to work on. Sometimes you'll be only 1 or 2 folders deep, or you might be 4 or 5 deep. It just depends on the part of the website you're working on. Again, I recommend having that page open in a separate tab, so if you forget, you can click back and see, for example, oh, okay, I need the library folder, then I need distance ed, oh yeah, then I need faculty resources, and then I'll find the index file. And once you get the hang of it, it goes pretty quickly. Something that's very helpful is that because you're a level 7 editor, you don't have access to pages in different permissions groups, so those file and folder names will be in black and they aren't clickable. That makes it easier to spot the folders you are able to click on, which are in blue.